Guys, good afternoon from the UK. Look, I'm covered in paint. Look, I'm all dirty. Look, it's everywhere. I've almost finished the hall, and then I'm gonna go into the bedroom, and that's it. The painting is finished, so the house is almost there, which is lovely, isn't it? Because as within, so without, guys. So as you transmute the negativity, obviously it reflects in your surroundings, and your surroundings transform, and obviously being the partner of the male originator, the place looked like a hell because of his energy. So now that he's gone, it's beginning to transform into my energy, which is the energy of the source. So it's looking, but it's still a little bit. I'm hoping by next week it will be all beautiful and ready. I've got so many things delivered and things that I'm doing at the same time. So and I've been very busy with clients and new people that they've been messaging me because of the posts that we put in on the gate. But just when I thought, okay, I just do the whole and have a break and then have my clients and then continue with the bedrooms, I looked down on the floor and I don't know what happened, but the kittens have managed to put the paws in the paint and gone around the house. So the whole house is full of little paws. Oh, it's really cute, but it's a lot of work. I need to clean it. They've gone everywhere. There is paws, kitten paws. I mean, it's cute, but it needs to be clean, you know? So that's my next task. So anyway, I want to talk about the the matrix code, isn't it? Because we all have a collective matrix, but we all have an individual matrix. And let me explain. It's important that this is understood, guys, because not many people understand that we have a code that needs to be transmuted. I'm going to do another video on the alchemical, what the ancients call the alchemical transmutation, converting lead into gold, but it was never lead. That was metaphorically speaking. It was the imprisoned soul, which is in the prison, surrounded by the prison, which is the code. Yeah. To actually transmute that and become the higher self, the spirit, once with the source. So originally we don't have a DNA. We just spirit. We are energy, and it's the energy of pure love, joy, happiness. We are always smiling, happy. We're always doing things full of energy. That's what the spirit is. Yeah. And obviously we have what we call the original sin, when the snake tempted Eve and gave the apple, and she ate the apple. Well, that's the symbolism of ingesting the lie. So basically, a DNA was implanted within us, yeah, which had a code, which it was the code of the matrix. And we all have a code of the matrix, which is the collective, and one individual. The collective matrix, which is the reality that we are all share. We all have, if we are in England, any country, there is a government, there's a royal family, there is the prison system, the health system. So that's the collective matrix. And obviously that was the system was the main devil, isn't it? Is the one that keeps us under control. And that matrix has been dismantled. There is still the matrix of a bit more left, which is the matrix that belongs kind of to the devil, and the followers, that the ones that follow him and disconnected, which they were our brothers and sisters, they would be the Rockefellers, the ones who, the feds, it's called the feds, the one who control the money. So they were the ones, the devil that originated the code. And through one person, put it, it's like the monkey effect. If you watch the video, they put the code in one person automatically, because we are all connected. The collective code went to everybody, so we've got a collective matrix. But then each of us have got an individual one, and it is to make a civilization, isn't it? You might have a code that you're a nurse, and maybe you experience scarcity all the time. Maybe you have a certain illness. So basically, your life is a prototype. It's already been designed. There is no choices. The script is being written, and there are two scripts. Basically, you either are a pawn at the mercy of the matrix within, and the matrix has host you, which is the ego, and runs your life, or you break free, you are one with the source, and then you execute what you are in this world, the script of the source. The choice is which one you're going to choose, basically. That's the free will that we have. But either way, we're going to execute a script which is already written. And this is how it is, yeah. And it's a little bit like if a computer, imagine that when we got the matrix, it's like a computer of artificial intelligence, which is the ego hosted us, and the ego think is us, and we think we are the ego. Like, for example, if I ask somebody who you are, say, well, my name is John Smith, I'm a carpenter, I live in Bedford, I've got a family. Well, that's not who you are. This is how the God within you has made you. You're a spirit, but you think you're John Smith. That's the ego. Yeah. You are not your feelings, neither your thoughts, because the thoughts are thought projectors of the matrix. They're not yours. Those are the ones who keep you worried, who keep you away from who keep you hooked into a dream world. Remember that you are a slave. So what you are doing is like if you are watching a virtual reality game, and you choose an avatar, and suddenly you forget that you're watching the game and you become the avatar, but you're not the avatar. Yeah, you are the person watching the game, and then you need to become the observer. And rather than be in the game and be moved like a pawn, actually you move your own. You direct your life. You direct your own script according to the source while you are in the matrix. So the same way a computer, if it gets a virus, it needs an antivirus. We have a virus within. We've got the lie, so we need the antivirus. So the best way of transmute that code is with the record, with the brain record, that but it's only come to the world about 2 to 3 years ago, and the one who brought it was Chris Duncan. And Chris Duncan is a reptilian, is a pure evil guy. He basically got the code and only disclosed 5% of it, and charges a ridiculous amount of money. I think he charges 3,000 Australian dollars, or no, 3,000 US dollars for 2 sessions a month. I mean, who can afford that? I wouldn't pay that for, for what he does at all. And then obviously he does heal some people. So, but the people will get another ailment. It's not designed to make you break free. It's designed to heal an ailment, or give you a bit of abundance. But still you're a slave. But obviously, because Chris Duncan knows Tony Robbins, he's been on TV, had did a documentary with the Taladama. Not a documentary, it was an interview. So obviously people thought, oh, he's famous, he's wealthy, this is the one to go, and people will actually put themselves on today to do the courses and to have a record on for him, and they're just completely being manipulated, and their money being sucked dry. But this is what happened, isn't it? That everybody follows the one who they believe is wealthy and has money, and the source does not work like that, guys. The source is actually very humble. And so the source, for the past over 2 years now, that helped me to understand the record, and then I'm bringing the right record to the world with my team of coaches that we are at the gate. And this is the right code. Yeah, it's got everything that we need to transmute the virus within. It's the fastest way. Is it the only way? Well, it cannot be the only way, because um, some shamans that you can see on TV, that they can hold fire and not get burned. I cannot do that, and walk on fire. Obviously, that people has transmuted the matrix code, and they become, one with the source, and they do amazing things. So there's got to be other ways of doing it. In the past, through shamans do rituals, they do herbal things, they take certain like ayahuasca, to have a shift of consciousness. So, we have all of those things always available in the past, but right now, the fastest way of transmute that code is through the recode. It's just no other way. And here at the gate, we are far from greedy. I mean, money is a tool for us. We are not driven by money. We do the record ridiculously cheap, but also we have ensured that we've written 2 books regarding the records. One is how to change your belief system, how to transmute the virus, and the other one is how to remove the intruding fields of the matrix. And it's what we call removing the psychic vampires that suck your energy. So just buying the 2 books and reading the 2 books, which I'll put the link, is gonna do something to your body. Because remember, guys, that as above, so below. So basically, we are emanations of the source that we got disconnected, but also we are we have emanations of us, which are the characters of the movie in our lives, which is they got disconnected, so they appear on those characters. Um, Let me give you an example. For example, as I those emanations need to come back to the source, which is you. As I was going through my journey, basically parts of me began to awaken, so they integrate with the main personality, which is me. For example, I remember when my singing parts awoke, I couldn't stop singing. I couldn't. I was on the street singing. I was at home singing. Couldn't stop singing because they had just awakened. They were very excited. So the main personality was singing with them. So they integrated. And then when my writing parts awoke, it's when I wrote Revelations of Kosai Cosmic Game. I was 1 year writing all the volumes which I've been publishing. And then when my cooking parts, I've never been able to cook anything. I used to burn everything, just put things in the oven. I was completely useless when it came to food. And then when they awoke, I was making the most amazing food ever. So that's what happens. You awaken the past and you integrate it and you become whole. And this is the whole process of regaining the original code, which is you being complete. So it is so important that we learn this, because this is what the source is giving us to make people awaken as fast as we can. Um, and the theme with the record as well, guys, is that it's extremely fast. But the other thing as well is that people on the earth plane is the densest and darkest of energies on the whole galaxy. The other spheres that have been recorded, it's been so easy, but to record some certain people on the earth plane, because it's been so much suffering, so many wars, so many traumas, domestic abuse, race, so much scarcity, that those traumas have really conditioned the human race, and it's hard to remove those intruding fields. So it takes a little bit longer than any other spheres. But guys, get the books, understand what the record is. The books are extremely cheap. We don't do anything expensive here. Chris Duncan charged $3,000 for 2 sessions of the record. Here at the gate, and none of my other coaches charge more than this. We all charge, we charge the same, we are equal. We actually offer 62 sessions, so you can have a taste of it for $60. It's ridiculously cheap, guys. I'll put a link and I'll tell you what option if you want to try the record. We make you have a taste of what it is to change your belief system, to awaken. Another one of removing the intruding fields. And the thing that is that what we do, it is automatic, which Chris Duncan doesn't do that. Basically, once we start, you can record it every day. You only meet us once a week, but we make it automated. We remove the barriers daily, and it's automated. So it's the fastest possible way to get somebody there. We are exceptionally good at what we do, and exceptionally cheap, because we don't believe in overcharging people and taking advantage of them. This is not the source energy, guys. So as I said, the main metrics, it's another one with the devil that is still, the source is dealing with it, yeah. And as I said, it's like a game of chess. The devil makes one move, Mother Goddess makes another move, And at the moment, what happened is that the devil made one move, and then the goddess has made another one. So we are waiting to see what the next move from the devil is. And the source is communicating me that, I mean, the last move of the devil was ridiculous. I mean, we couldn't believe that he thought that was going to work. I mean, honestly, I couldn't stop laughing. Of course, it didn't work. He tried ridiculous anyway. So let's see what he does next, till is checkmate kind of thing. So this is where we are. And also, guys, any questions? There's plenty of testimonials if you scroll down of people who's done the record and the amazing things that is happening to them after they try it. So I encourage everybody to try it. I mean, considering that we are at the end of days, don't you want to be recorded? Don't you want to break free? I would drop everything and just have it done. But it's a choice you have to make, guys. We cannot force anybody. We can only tell you the truth and how the source has planned to do it as soon as possible. I'm sure up to now the source have helped people, to be most consciously aware, and is record them, from heaven. I don't know how everything works, guy, because there's some people that I can see that their higher wisdom is really high. So obviously, the source must have helped them to transmute the lie, and otherwise they couldn't be so wise and recognize the truth as quickly. It's not easy to come to a group like this and then somebody's telling you the truth and then accept it. I get that, yeah. But some people, they come here and say, well, I know this is the truth, and I noticed that because when I go to Facebook social, these people have recommended all their friends to the gate because they can see that the truth is being told here. So anyway, guys, I hope that you're having a good day. I hope you try the record, and I'll put the links of the books, or get the books, just read them, because just reading them, what happens is that you pass get excited and say, oh my God, we can integrate, because they get grumpy sometimes, they get angry sometimes because, they want to be you. Those parts want to be you, and they're part of you. Yeah, it's like, in the movie of your life, those parts that are asleep, they project themselves, guys, on other people, and some people might be jealous of you, but it's because they want to be you. Yeah, that emanations of you, they want to integrate. That's the only reason. And the two books explain exactly, how this record works and how it can be done. And it's examples there of how to do things. It's just so easy. So guys, I hope you understand how crucial it is at this time. I would be very surprised if, depends on the three ways that we're going to restore paradise. If we go to the way that we're going to have to wait for people to wake up, bring Armageddon kind of thing till they get it, I don't think it's going to be more than 1 year or two tops. It could be as well that, it could be in one instant when the devil is neutralized. I don't know, because it depends on the choices that people make. So please do watch the videos. Watch the one of the monkey effect, because, we are calling people to help out. So guys, till next video, goodbye.